Right, let's get more now on Wimbledon's decision to ban Russian and Belarusian players from this year's tournament due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. We can speak live now to Jackie Beltrao, who is at Wimbledon for us. Jackie, a very good morning to you. I mean, it's a huge decision which has split opinion. Just bring us up to date. What is the latest?
Yeah, huge decision. It took Wimbledon a long time to come to this decision. They had a lot of negotiation with number 10 Downing Street, the Cabinet Office and the DCMS as well, and they just thought this was the right thing to do. Now, it affects 5 male players in the men's top 100, including the world number 2 Daniil Medvedev, and also 12 players in the women's top 100, including the world number 4 Aryna Sabalenka. Now, Wimbledon say this is not about the players. This is more about preventing any success by those players being used to promote the Russian regime. However, there's been a lot of criticism from the tennis world about this decision yesterday. The ATP and the WTA, they are the governing bodies of the men's and women's sport worldwide, and they have both come out with statements saying they don't agree with what Wimbledon has done. The WTA said they were disappointed, and the ATP said it was unfair. Their statement also said it has the potential to set a damaging precedent for the game, and discrimination against players based on nationality is a violation of their agreement with Wimbledon, because it should be on ranking and merit. That is the agreement. There's also been a lot of criticism from tennis players, very high profile tennis players like Novak Djokovic and Martina Navratilova overnight as well, with Djokovic calling it a crazy decision and Navratilova saying she found it devastating.
You mentioned there, Jackie, there are some big-name Russian and Belarusian players on the tour, but also some high-profile Ukrainians too. What's their reaction been?
Yes, yesterday the Ukrainian players united as one to make a social media stand and say that they wanted the Russian players to come out and condemn the war and condemn the Russian regime and condemn the Belarusian regime as well. And then later, when Wimbledon made this decision, we managed to get a word from Aryna Svitolina, who was the former world number 3, currently the world number 25, and she really is the leading Ukrainian player. And she said, look, she didn't want a wholesale ban on the Russians playing tennis, but she did want them to specify that they were against the regime, that they were against Putin, and if they did that, they should be allowed to play.
The best way would be not to ban completely, but make them speak about the war in Ukraine, to ask them if they support the invasion in Ukraine, if they support their government, and if they can answer those questions, if they say that they don't support it, they don't support Putin, they don't support Lukashenko, then they would be allowed to participate.
So, Jackie, I guess the question is now, what happens next?
Well, that is a really good question, because apart from Wimbledon saying that they would ban those players from this year's championships, the LTA doubled down on that, the Lawn Tennis Association, and said actually there'll be no Russians or Belarusians at any of the warm-up. So literally none of them at any of the grass court events in the lead up to Wimbledon. For example, Queen's and Eastbourne, perhaps the 2 most high profile. And of course, this has got everybody talking, and this has got the world governing bodies in a bit of a turmoil, and certainly the ATP said there will be further meetings now to discuss this decision, because they think it's unfair that individual players are being discriminated against. And it will be interesting to see what decision, if any, they make about Wimbledon's announcement yesterday. And of course, Wimbledon said they could change this decision should things change in the Ukraine, but at this moment in time that seems very unlikely.
OK, Jackie, one to watch. Thank you very much for now.